Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's one of those days, folks. It's one of those days. Happy Thursday, everybody. I am here to conduct a little review on an article of clothing in which I received. Let me do the disclaimer first. In no way, shape, or form am I endorsed, sponsored, ambassadored by any of the companies in which I speak from. I solely speak from them out of the goodness of my heart. I'm just a consumer. If I purchase something and I share it with you, my YouTube friends, aka as I consider you my faraway friends, that's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing good love and spreading good words. In no way am I affiliated with any of the website companies in which I speak from as well. I solely just speak from them, is where I get the articles and the items of clothing or whatever products that I buy. That's where they come from. But this is what makes the world go around. If I like something, I share the information. That's all. No pressure. Anyway, and this is why I do freestyle, to let you know. No pressure. Let me get to it right now. I am speaking about an item that I purchased from a company which I purchased from before. I think I purchased from about a year ago. I want to say maybe a year or two ago. I also purchased, I think my husband purchased a long sleeve shirt from them. But the company that I'm speaking of is called Grunt Style, G-U-R-N-T Style. Let me read to you a little bit about them. I usually look up a company by scrolling down to the information, and I usually go to the company's information hub all the way. Usually it's at the bottom of a website. It's called About Us. And I usually look that up, and I like to find out a little bit of the company in general, but I already knew it anyway, but I want to speak about it with you. In 2009, with only $1,200 in his pocket, a former Army drill sergeant proudly started Grunt Style as one of the most powerful and charitable post-9/11 veteran-owned companies in the United States. Grunt Style was born in Fort Benning, Georgia. Okay, Grunt Style is a military. They cater to military, first responders, and just basically anybody in general who has a love for their country in the United States and is a very patriotic. For one, I am very patriotic. I was born into a patriotic situation. My father was a Marine, by the way. That's one of the reasons why I am proud to be an American as well. My father was always very proud of that as well. My husband also followed suit along with that as well. And my husband makes purchases of that. We are very proud where we come from. Not only from New York, but we come from the United States, and we are proud to be Americans. And we show it off. One of the articles of clothing I was very intrigued by. Information came to me from another silly little website. I'm not even going to mention anything about them because today is about the company Grunt Style. Okay, and I speak solely of them. I knew the concept art right away. I learned about that. My husband looks at me. I showed it to my husband. My husband says, you know where that's from? I said, of course I know where it's from. He says, so are we getting one? I says, well, I guess so. My husband says, you get one, I'll order me one too. So we did that. Shipping was very well, as usual. It's always very well. I paid only $5 for expedited shipping. It came in a timely manner. I got him within a matter of under even a week. It wasn't even 7 days when I got them, so this was great. And the style is, let me just give you a little heads up on it. Mickey Mouse is on the picture, okay? Even though I am also a Disney fan, I may be a different Disney fan that I am starting to realize I seem to be a little bit more of a different Disney fan than your usual fanatic Disney fan, which fan is a word short for the word fanatic, but no, I've toned it down a little bit over the years. You know, I've kind of gotten comfortable to do this, but the Mickey Mouse concept happens to be Steamboat Willie, by the way, is basically, I want to say he's a free agent. That's what I mean. I want to say he's a free agent. The public domain, if you will. So basically, Mickey is popping up on a lot of other items. And you know what? This is good for me. I don't mind it at all. I like different things. I like different concepts of let's say a certain character or a certain actor or so out of the box. I will, and I support that. It does if it's done in good taste. To me, this was absolutely adorable. I knew where the concept of the idea came from, and I was fine with it. My husband loves it. He was fine with it. And let's get to it and show you. We purchased shirts. The shirt is Full Metal Mouse. And the Full Metal Mouse, you will see Mickey here in full, army attire, wearing a helmet. He is now standing. He is fighting for his country. He is a shot here. He is in battle, if you will. It is Full Metal Mouse. And what seemed to have sparked a problem, seems to have sparked an issue, was the helmet. To me, even though I knew where the picture and the concept came from, I also knew about the helmet. The helmet for me is fine. It's part of the whole idea. And the whole idea was sparked from, inspired by, if you are a movie buff, it is inspired by a movie. Okay? And that movie happens to, we own it. That's what my husband says, you know where it's from. I said, of course I know where it's from. And that movie happens to be Full Metal Jacket. Okay? Full Metal Mouse, Full Metal Jacket. But look at the helmet. Now, one of the main characters in the movie wears this helmet. So, and it happens to be one of the scenes where the character is in battle. So I thought that this was a very clever, very cute concept art inspiration. I do. And I will wear this proudly. Okay. Now, being that we have ordered from Grunt Style before, we know about the clothing. Again, very patriotic. They always include the flag on their clothing. This is on one sleeve. We got the short sleeve shirts, by the way. Now, these shirts also come in long sleeve t-shirts. They come in pullover sweat hoodies. They come, I want to say sweatshirts. I didn't see any, but I'm sure they do. And they also come in women's. They have a woman's design also. They do have a women's section with full veterans and women's apparel as well. And over here, you will always see the flag on one side of the arm sleeve. And on the other side of the sleeve, you will always see the company emblem, which is Grunt Style. And then you will always see the words, "This will defend." Yes, we will defend this, absolutely. I certainly will. I love it. I love the style. Some people may get offended by it. In no way, even though I am a Disney fan and Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie concept is basically up for grabs. I am in no way offended by it. I think it's a cute concept. I think it was very clever on how it was done. I really do. I'm very proud to own it as well. I think it's any kind of style of these shirts are what I consider a conversation piece. Somebody will look at it. One or two things. They'll get offended by it, they'll walk away, or they'll come up to you and ask you, hey, what about that shirt? Where'd you get that shirt from? And that's how a conversation gets started. Okay? I am totally okay with it. I will say this is a men's large. What I will say is they do come in the woman's more of a form-fitting shirt. I just wasn't into the form-fitting shirt in this style right now. I may go back and order another one, absolutely. My husband ordered a men's shirt. I ordered the men's shirt in a large. What I will say is that if you are sensitive about your sizes and you usually stick to one size, they do run small. So you may want to go up a size, maybe even 2 sizes, depending on how loosely that you want to wear your clothing. Me, I always wear clothing loosely. This one, however, is just going to make it, even though this is a men's small, a men's large. I'm sorry, it's a men's large. It is. It's a men's large, as you could see. So I absolutely love it. I am very happy with it. I will wear it proudly. And I love the Grunt Style company, and I will continue to make purchases from them. And you have myself and my husband as a customer. I just wanted to get that out there. But I did know where the concept art came from. And again, Full Metal Jacket movie. If you guys are into war pictures. I'm not really into a war picture, but we own it. I have seen it. Absolutely. Wasn't a bad movie. I'm just not into war pictures. But for that, I will wear the shirt proudly. And for that, this is going to conclude my review. The mailing process was great. The shirts are they're $27.99. I will leave the website information in the comments. I will pin it to my comments below. So this way, in case you guys want to check it out, that's fine. No pressure. Totally no pressure. Love to all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will talk to you soon. Have a great Thursday. Bye-bye.